through stages in our hair routine where we're not at the best space, entering a weird space where your hair is not as full, it doesn't feel as shiny, and it's just not as alive as it used to be. Nothing's working, you're moisturizing, you're deep conditioning, you're doing all these things, and your hair just isn't the same. It isn't vibing the same with you. It doesn't look as vibrant as it used to. I feel like that we've literally all been there, including me. What is even worse is when you have no idea what started this in the first place. Or maybe you do know exactly what started it, but you're not sure how to get from the point that you are now to a more healthy state of hair. So I wanted to do this video today to basically give you guys some tips. About 8 months ago, or I'll just say sometime last year, one of my subscribers, so one of you guys, DM'd me and she told me about her hair journey and how a lot of past trauma has affected her hair, made it thin out, her layers wasn't really growing as nice, and basically she just had a whole ordeal with her hair routine. And she wanted a little bit of help on how to get back to healthy, thriving hair. So I sent her a message back. I basically just told her to change up her routine and also to add a bit of oiling into her routine. Long story short, she ended up DMing me a few days ago and she let me know that her hair is now thriving, back being healthy. She even sent me before and afters, which I'll put into this video. Honestly, I was amazed by the results because her hair looks amazing. It's so much more thicker now, and that was literally from her just changing a few steps in her routine. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to bounce back from those types of stages. I already talked about this on my channel. I'll have like a playlist up here somewhere if you guys want to go back and see exactly what happened to my hair. And I also have some videos down in the description box. But long story short, my hair was not really the way that I wanted it to be back in 2023 and in the end of 2022. My hair wasn't like super unhealthy or anything like that, but it definitely was not growing the same way that it was previous years. I had a lot of growth plateaus. It was a lot trying to figure out what exactly was I doing wrong? Why was my hair all of a sudden in this horrible reality? Deep down at that point, I had just known that my hair routine had fallen off and I needed to do something to get back. Key words here is my hair routine had fallen off because I definitely was not putting enough time and effort into my routines around that time. I've explained this before. I was treating it more like a task, not a ritual. That led to me like skipping things that I used to do way back in the day and just being flat out lazy and just not wanting to deal with my hair. So here's what I need to bounce back. First, I did a routine reset. So with my routine reset, I pretty much took everything that I was doing and reevaluated as if everything that I was doing at that moment was still working. Because sometimes it's not about like adding a bunch of products to your routine. Sometimes it's about taking away things or just not having as much into your routine. So if you guys watched my video from a couple of months ago where I told you guys my favorite natural hair products, and I basically told you guys that I had condensed a lot of the products that I was using, that will be the reason why, because I found that over the years, my hair actually prefers more simple routines. And when I don't overdo it and when I just go on a more simple routine, my hair actually responds a lot better. So with that, it's about using the right products and also doing that consistently. I mentioned oiling a lot on this channel. I honestly believe that oils are super powerful. It just really helps. In my experience, oiling helps. So I brought back scalp oiling consistently in my routine. But this, you can use many different oils, but I like to do like sealing oils and lightweight oils. And you can do it 2 to 3 times a week, whatever works for you. And especially on wash day, you can do like a really deep scalp massage and stimulate your scalp, which helps with promoting hair growth. Next thing I brought back was low manipulation styles. So I told you guys that I was wearing a lot of ponytails that were super tight and I wasn't really doing the groundwork before putting those those ponytails in. So I started to do this thing where I add nutrients into my styles before I actually style. And if you want to see that video, I have it up here. But basically I add nutrients into my hair before I actually begin to style my hair, which helped for my hair to be a lot healthier and also take my protective styles a lot better. Also, I wasn't doing my ponytails as tight, and I stopped doing ponytails as much, so I pretty much cut back on the amount of pulling that I was doing on my hair. I honestly believe that overstyling is a huge issue when it comes to growing your hair. So protective styles are cool, we all love them, it's a nice break for my hair, but you don't want to cause too much tension. So lean towards more loose buns, loose braids, twists. Those type of styles are going to be very good for your hair, and they're not going to be too much on your hair. Also, I had to trim my hair because remember, you guys were super mad when I went to get my hair done at that hair salon because you guys were like, he cut off way too much. That was not necessary. I don't know why he cut your hair that short, but I was able to grow it back in literally no time. Like, I grew my hair back so quickly. I have all of that on my channel, showing you guys exactly the process. Like, I literally grew my hair back in no time. So sometimes trims can be scary. I personally do not trim my hair a lot. Like, I trim my hair when I feel that I need to. It can be scary because you don't know if that hair salon or that hairstylist is gonna cut your hair too much. Long story short, if your hair needs a cut and not cutting your hair is actually affecting the health of your hair, then you definitely want to get it cut. So next, I wanted to talk about managing stress. Sounds like something that wouldn't be related to hair, but it's so related that it's crazy. Like, stress is absolutely a silent thing that you would think wouldn't affect so many things on your body, but it does. One thing that you can add into your hair routine is to also add a wellness and stress reducing like activities and things like that. Like I said, I am a big advocate for this. It's way more deep than we think. If you guys want to see a routine of how I do my wellness routine and all the things that I do, I'll have that down below. Managing stress, keeping stress at bay, that's gonna really help you more than what you would think. So if you're watching this and you feel stuck right now and you feel like, oh my gosh, my hair, it used to be popping, but it is not like that anymore, then this is your sign that you can definitely reset your hair and do a fresh start. Do a product revamp. Like, look through your products and see what is something that you absolutely love and what is not working. Is there certain products in your stash that you use and you notice that don't do well on your hair, or like certain gels that dry out your hair? If so, it's time to go ahead and throw those away or like give them to someone else. Also, start oiling your hair more consistently. Protect your ends, trim if you need to, drink your water, stay nourished, don't rush the process. Patience that is going to be needed when you're trying to start over. That if you put a little bit of patience on it and you stay consistent to routines and you're determined, you're like, okay, let's just sit down and like, let's deal with this. It 9 times out of 10 is going to bring you back to exactly where you want to be, if not better. You can think of this as like your reset season and not as a horrible thing that's happening. Your hair's not stuck or broken or like it doesn't suck or anything like that. You just need to maybe revamp. And honestly, reset season is like a super powerful place to be because you're able to, you know, come out on top with it when it comes to your routines. You're able to gather in new tips and habits and things like that that you can incorporate into your hair care routine. So if you are in this little situation that I talked about through this video, and if this video spoke to you, make sure that you drop a comment down below. Let me know where you are in your journey and or where you want to be. Let me know down below. I like to read you guys' comments and respond back to you guys and all of that. And if you guys want a video on a actual routine of how I do like scalp oiling or updates or anything like that, let me know down in the comment section what you would like to see. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for clicking on another video and for your support. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.